Hello everybody, back at it, ice fishing again. It's a beautiful day. Been here about half hour. Caught one, didn't film it, but just landed another one. This one's pretty cool. It's got some real pretty colors. Let me show you. That is a nice pretty fish. Little skinny. Let's see if we can get this hook out and let him go. Oh yeah, chunky. Thank you, sir. See you, bud. Just back up here at the same place I filmed as last time. I can be here in about 25 minutes from the house. As you can see, there's hardly any snow, but it's a beautiful day. That's fish number 2. Let's continue on, see what else we can get. Have you ever just been sitting there not thinking about anything, and just a memory that happened 30 plus years ago pops up into your head and you're like, what the heck? Well, that just happened a little bit ago. Little childhood memory, story time. When I was probably, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there, we were big into the scout scene and camping and merit badges and all that stuff. Well, we had a overnight camping trip planned out, and part of the deal was we were supposed to, as scouts, make our, ooh, I see bubbles. Bubbles mean troubles. Is that you, Walter? Could be Walter. Anyways, part of this overnight camping trip, we were supposed to make our own tinfoil dinner at home and wrap it up, and then when we got up on the hill, the mountain, we were supposed to cook it that night. That was part of our assignment as scouts, as young kids. I remember going up there and it got dark, and our scout leader, his name was Scoop. That was just his nickname, of course, but a lot of good memories of Scoop. He was an awesome man, awesome leader. But Scoop came up to us and said, all right, guys, it's time for you to throw your tinfoil dinners in the fire and let's get them cooked up and we'll eat. Now, that's a little life lesson. I didn't know how to cook it in the fire, and instead of asking for help, whether it was pride or what, I don't know, just things you do when you're a kid, I proceeded to take my tinfoil dinner and throw it off the side of the mountain down in the pine trees. Well, a little bit later on, everybody was eating their dinners, and Scoop came up to me and says, where's your dinner? Did you cook it? I said, well, I wasn't hungry. Instead of just admitting that I didn't know how to cook it, and I was ashamed of that, so I threw it off the side of the mountain instead of asking for help. Well, he nudged a little bit more. Obviously, he could see that something was wrong. And he said, well, where's it at? I said, I threw it down there in the trees. So he walked away, and about a minute later, he showed back up with the flashlight in his hand and said, I'll stand right here on top of the hill. You go down and get it. And so I did. I walked down through the trees. When it hit the ground, it kind of splattered. I remember seeing some carrots in the pine trees, and they had pine needles on them and stuff, and I grabbed them and had to clean them off, and wrapped everything back up in the tinfoil bundle. Did my walk of shame back up the hill, and Scoop says, okay, let's go put it on the fire, and he showed me how to do it, and I tell you, that was the best dinner I've ever had. Was up there on the mountain. But it's funny how things like that, memories like that will just pop up in your mind randomly. I mean, that's been over 35 years ago. That is wild, but pretty cool. Thankful and grateful for great leaders in my life, you know. Scoop was a awesome example to me and my friends growing up, and that kind of stuff is important. But what also is important is to get another bite. Sometimes you just got to reach down here, grab a hold of your line, yank on it a few times, get a little action going down there in the hole, a little boot scooting boogie. We'll see if Walter gets excited over that. But anyways, that's my story. Sitting over there fishing and looked up and pretty sure that's smoke. That's not cool. Hopefully everybody's all right. We got there's homes down there, plus there's also a lot of oil and gas wells. It's a lot of smoke, whatever it is. Hopefully everybody's all right. Okay, we got Walter. Easy. I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. It's got a pile of moss. Digging down in the moss. No! Hold on. Oh, I hope he didn't get off. Oh no, he's still on there. We got the Loch monster. I can't even. Oh, he's just a little dude. I thought he was a giant. Nice. It's actually a nice fish. That is cool. You brought half the lake with you in moss, my friend. All right, chill out. I'll get you undone. Sorry about my live action footage. I don't have a tripod. I was trying to do all that with one hand. That's actually a pretty dang long fish. Holy cow. We'll have to... Man, you mossed up my hole. I can't even see in there. But I got a scoop, fishing scoop, from there to there is 15 inches. So that's probably 21 inches, I bet. It's a nice fish. All right. We made a mess. You made a mess. Got moss all over the ice. Now everybody's gonna know where I'm at. That's all right. All right, live action. All right. Easy, sweetheart. Easy. Easy. I can't even pick her up. All right, girl. Whoa. Oh yeah, she's ready to go. Thank you. We brought up half the moss in the lake. We're gonna have to go drill another hole. This one's a mess. That was pretty cool. All right, onward. Let's see if we can get some more. All right, had to drill another hole since we had Loch Ness monster bring up all the moss in the lake. That's pretty cool. That was a big fish. Sun's about to go behind the mountain right there. I'll probably have to wander over to the truck, get myself my coat, some gloves, might have to hang out for a while, see what else comes through. All right, got to move my chair, my recliner, drop my jig down that hole, and see what else is in here. Well, no more fish. It's about time to pack up and get out of here. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and a happy New Year. This is the time of year that it's easy to get depressed. It's cold, winter. A lot of stress we put on ourselves about being able to spend time with family and loved ones. Maybe you feel a little stressed financially, whatever it may be. If you're going through it, struggling with it, reach out to somebody. Tell them your feelings. If you don't feel you can reach out to somebody, you can always go on your knees and pray. Tell God your problems. I've had to do that many times, and it works, you know. But just wanted to close this out, say I love you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here for you. If you're going through it, reach out to me. I've got 10 years experience of being a drug addict, so I know what it's all about. Anyways, hope you guys are all doing great, and see you next time. Well, figured out what the fire was. That location's on fire. All the tanks are burning. Man, I hope nobody was there when it went up. That's some pretty scary stuff. Yeah, hopefully everybody's all right. That's not that exact location, but that's the type of work I do. I check those locations and make sure everything's going all right. You see something like that, it's kind of an eye-opener, kind of a awakening. But yeah, hopefully everybody's all right. All right, see ya.